The story begins with Bloom, an ordinary girl attending a regular school. Everything seemed normal until her 16th birthday, when strange events began to happen. Suddenly, she started showing powers she couldn't control. On that day, her parents visited to wish her a happy birthday. Bloom, however, felt uneasy because she didn't understand what was happening to her. Her parents gave her a bicycle as a birthday present, and although she thanked them, she quickly left to try it out. While riding outside, Bloom saw something unbelievable, a giant monster battling two fairies. She was shocked because she had never witnessed anything like that before. The monster turned its attention to her, smashing her new bike and charging straight at her. Out of fear, Bloom accidentally released her hidden powers, which stunned the creature. The two fairies quickly took her to safety and introduced themselves as Stella and Flora. They explained that they had come to Earth to take her to Alfea, a school for fairies. To cover her sudden departure, Bloom told her parents she had been accepted into a boarding school. With that, she began her journey to Alfea. Bloom was excited when she arrived, but she immediately noticed two unusual students. Curious, she asked Stella and Flora about them, who revealed that those students were witches. Alfea was supposed to be only for fairies, but after the Cloud Tower was destroyed in a battle between light and darkness, the witches were forced to join Alfea. When Bloom reached her dorm room, she met her new roommates, Aisha, the fairy of waves, Musa, the fairy of music, and Tecna, the fairy of technology. Soon after, a student named Robin came to inform them that Miss Faragonda, the headmistress, wanted to see Bloom, Stella, and Flora. In her office, Miss Faragonda scolded Stella and Flora for bringing Bloom to Alfea without permission. At that moment, Miss Griffin, the headmistress of the witches, also arrived. Miss Faragonda decided to punish Stella and Flora for their actions. As Bloom walked with the girls afterward, she accidentally bumped into a student named Icy. Icy immediately sensed Bloom was a fire fairy and became angry, warning the others that Bloom could be dangerous for them. She even suggested that they get rid of her before she caused trouble. Meanwhile, Stella and Flora carried out their punishment, which involved doing chores without magic. Bloom felt sorry for them and decided to help. Just then, the Trix, Icy and her group, used their powers to make a statue collapse. It nearly crushed Bloom, but Lady Griffin appeared, saw what happened, and increased Stella and Flora's punishment. They were now tasked with cleaning the barn from magical creatures. At the barn, the girls met Damien, a student who acted cold and unfriendly, saying he didn't want their company. Bloom tried to reassure him they wouldn't get in his way, and Damien reluctantly allowed them to stay but warned them not to go near the creatures. Despite this, Bloom couldn't resist. She noticed the creatures' collars seemed too tight and felt bad for them. Icy then tricked Bloom into unlocking one of the collars, which caused chaos in the barn. Damien explained that the creatures were changelings, and the collars kept them in safe forms. He managed to save one creature, but the others ran into the woods. Soon, a group of specialists arrived after detecting the broken collars. A battle broke out as the changelings became aggressive. The girls transformed to help, though two creatures managed to escape. During the fight, Bloom disappeared. It turned out she had gone after the missing changelings and discovered the Trix casting a spell to send the creatures to Earth. Bloom followed them, and her friends came too. On Earth, Bloom recognized her surroundings. She ran into Mitzi, who complained about her designer pants getting stained. Mitzi followed Bloom into a restroom, but Bloom pushed her aside to protect her from danger. Soon after, Bloom's friends repaired the damage and opened a portal back to the barn. There, Bloom and Damien managed to fix the creature's collars. Bloom blamed herself for everything that went wrong, but her friends reassured her, promising to help her fit in. The next morning, the girls were called into Miss Faragonda's office. She questioned them about their actions. After dismissing the others, she asked Bloom to stay behind. Miss Faragonda explained there would soon be a ceremony to welcome new students, where each would be tested to reveal whether they were fairies or witches. She advised Bloom not to jump to conclusions about herself, but instead wait to discover her true nature before time ran out. Bloom told her friends about this, and though she was nervous, they encouraged her to stay positive. Meanwhile, the Trix watched her through a magic mirror. They overheard Bloom's worries about possibly being a witch and began plotting against her. In class, Professor Whizgaz taught a basic spell, turning a dog into a cat. When it was Bloom's turn to try, the Trix secretly cast a witch's spell on her hand. Instead of a cat, the dog turned into a monster, shocking everyone just before the school bell rang. On her way back to her dorm, Bloom encountered the Trix again. They whispered to her about a special room in the West Tower called the Room of Reflection, which could reveal whether someone was truly a fairy or a witch. Later, in her dorm, Bloom noticed her roommates were busy. She suggested they all hang out together, but when she tried to use her powers, the witch's spell interfered. Aisha quickly stopped it, but the moment created tension, and everyone walked away. Bloom felt terrible and decided to go to the West Tower to learn the truth. The Trix were already waiting there. They tricked the magical mirror to show Bloom an image of herself as a witch. Heartbroken, Bloom packed her things and left through a portal the witches opened. Luckily, Robin had been watching from the shadows. Inside the portal, the Trix revealed their plan to steal Bloom's powers. Bloom felt helpless until Robin appeared and revealed she was a specialist. That gave Bloom some courage, but when she got angry, her powers spiraled out of control, drawing the attention of firefighters. Her father was shocked to see her like that in Gardenia. Bloom finally confessed everything to her parents, only to discover they already knew she had powers. They encouraged her to attend Alfea and sign the admission form. While she talked with them, her roommates suddenly appeared through a portal, apologizing for how they had made her feel after the incident. They admitted they missed her and wanted her back. Bloom forgave them, and they all reunited.